Hello, this is Brian Rowe with Mythic MTG Tech with some early thoughts on Battle for Zendikar. We've had a lot of interesting news here in the last week and a half, including some that just came out today related to Battle of Zendikar, and I'm going to dive into those things. From a financial perspective, we see a dual deck coming out that has Oblivion Sower, one of the mythics from the set, on the cover. I'm very happy that they've got a Mythic here, that it didn't have to be a Planeswalker. This card also foreshadows a ramp deck. It basically removes 4 cards from your opponent's deck, and then you're able to play any lands that you've removed. This is going to be an EDH favorite. I could imagine playing this with Jester's Cap. I go through my opponent's deck, I grab all the really cool lands that they have on the utility side, then I play the Oblivion Sower and put those lands into play from exile. Very cool. Oblivion Sower also says to me there's a small chance that we'll see an Oblivion Stone as one of the rares in this deck. That would be too cool. I would be very, very happy with that, although it would shoot the price of this deck up. These are usually printed in a very high quantity. They're available at both your local game stores and at kind of the big box stores, so it would bring down the price of Oblivion Stone, which would be really cool. That's entire speculation, though. I haven't heard anything that has confirmed or denied that in any way. It is battling against a mono green deck. Avenger of Zendikar is on the cover there, which means we're probably going to get a bunch of plant tokens in there. Every player of Avenger of Zendikar could use more plant tokens. It looks like from this cover, though, that this is really targeted at your EDH players. Neither deck appears right off to be multicolor, but they still could be multicolor. So don't count out lands or anything else cool yet, but watch for the spoilers on this. These spoilers could have a huge impact on any modern playable cards that are in the decks. The other big news that we've got, and this is 10 times bigger than the dual deck, is that Battle for Zendikar will have full art lands, but it will not have fetch lands. I can't tell you how happy and sad I am at the same time here. The lack of fetch lands is devastating for modern players that were waiting to get into Modern. There's a whole group of players that don't have any of these Zendikar lands, and many of them are hobbling together decks with the wrong lands from cons. They were hoping that these would be reprinted, and now they've just doubled in price overnight. I've seen the Scalding Tarns at $50 yesterday. They're at $70 and $80 today. If you know any local game stores that might still have these on the shelf, I would definitely try to pick up your playset of them as soon as possible. I hope that they announce something else to reprint these, though. I'm fine with cards like Liliana or Snapcaster or even Tarmogoyf having a higher price tag, but every single deck needs lands, and these lands are so crucial to the environment. These are the biggest barrier of entry for most players. We have seen no talk of a second Modern Masters event deck. That would be a great place to put in fetch lands. I hope that there is some type of supplemental product that has fetch lands in them. On the other hand, I'm super excited about the full art lands. This is the total number of full art lands that we've had so far in Magic's history. Very, very few. Full art lands are a staple in my trade binder because they make trading super easy. It's easy to add 1 or 2 Zendikar lands to round out a trade, or even use some of the unhinged lands to go for larger items. They're not needed for anyone's deck. You can clearly play with non-full art lands, but they add such a cool appearance to your deck that seasoned players really like to put their favorite artwork from these into their decks. And this is going to bring up the value of a box of Battle for Zendikar significantly. 1 per pack would mean that your average box is going to go up about $30 from these alone. From a financial perspective, that makes opening packs much more appealing, drafting much more appealing. I'm very happy about this. I don't, however, think that it makes up for what could be an amazing holiday season if they had put fetch lands into the set. I'm still going to definitely pick these up dependent on how much of the artwork I really like, but I really wanted to see fetch lands in this holiday set again. Please take a moment and exile that subscribe button, become a subscriber to the channel. Thank you to everybody who's over there on Patreon supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate it. I am in the middle of a Patreon campaign this month. If you'd like to become a supporter of the channel, I've got some great rewards over there, including pack openings at the $5 level. Thank you guys so much.